밤새도록 얘기하다 깊은 잠을 깨고 보니 모든 꿈이었네.
Hello, hello. Hello. Last radio. Welcome back to Hamburger Salaryman's Hardcore Gaming. Promotion. Promotion. Promotion.
깊은 잠을 깨고 보니 모든 것이 꿈이었네. 모든 것이 꿈이었네.
Post in all the places. Which press the button. John says they're by 1 o'clock. The pretty hard to debug front end errors. No, not that. Seems like it's working. Actually got it. We have 8 hours to go. Okay. Okay. Gonna do 1 hour. That's what we're gonna do. I keep forgetting to bring my phone here. Tracking. Okay. Let's play. Mute this. Oh, my controller's messed up again. Need to make a controller config screen. Now, doing it in Go. Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh. All right. 100% Amiga today. Why? go. My dog's here.
100% amiga.
Okay. Let's the dog wants out. Okie doke. Gonna do about an hour. Why isn't this crap working? Let's see, Burger Zone box. It's the same thing, right? It. That's it. That's all. What should make you? Am I doing something really dumb here? Trim it. Mm. Burger box touched. The function name wrong? There's let's see, I have that's you connect. Oh. Mm-hmm. I want to know why this doesn't work. One hour, that's all you get. And you have to go work at IHOP. That's the life of a hamburger salaryman.
And you're done.
Doesn't like that either. Never know. Node not found. Node not found. Node not found. Can't find the node. Yeah, then we'd be in business. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, IHOP, Waffle House. Hit node. Hit node. No, 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 node. Excuse me. I not need the no dollar sign. Still doesn't like it. Uh-oh. I think it worked. Whoa. There we go. We warped. Whoa. Yeah, when something works. Great. Okay, now let's put this here. Okay. Oops. A hard jump. Fuck. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Go little fry man. I see. So it's not resetting the angle. Not resetting the angle. Why is level 2 showing? Okay. Having a similar problem with this ice physics. I believe Xing. Cheap viewers. You're still sliding. You can't get out of that. Those need to have collision. I should commit whatever I did. It's not really anything. I guess all I did was connect those signals. Maybe I'll remember how that works next time. I'm just does not work. One side. Wrong level. Still passing through that. Oh well, I guess I'll work on something else. Oh, obviously I never set on ice to false. Or this. Do I? We'll have to set deep angle. Would that be 0? Distracted. Oh, I do set this here. Whoops. Old maxing. There I go. Move the player there. I think that worked, but for some reason you changed direction. Let's drop right into the skateboard. Dang. Let's put the debug. Still dying. Don't worry. I'll be fine. Alright. Some more crap here. garbage. Thing's still messed up. Huh? High velocity on the ramp? Yeah.
100% Amiga.
Minutes. I'm just gonna try to do a solid hour every morning. Then maybe I can get affiliate. Okay. I need to gravity dir. What is gravity dir? Okay, let's change that back to normal. Yes. I'm not sure what this case is. Probably I'll be here too, and then... Yeah, I know, I'll refactor it, whatever. I hate this editor. There we go, yeah. Yeah. You just need 1 hour. Warps work. Figured out what happens. Okay, let me put on a commercial. I'll be right back. Watch some Net Cafe. Cool Home 98.
This week on the Internet Cafe, creating your personal homepage. Will Maggot is only 11 years old, but he's a webmaster, and a darn good one. We'll surf his site. If you log on to homestead.com, it's easy and free to create your own web page. We'll show you how to do it. Michelle Johnson did it, created a great personal website. She'll tell us why it feels so good. But watch out, if you have a bad website, you could get listed on this site featuring web pages that suck. Karen Willison has seen Phantom of the Opera 22 times. Guess what her personal website is about? creating your personal homepage this week at the Internet Cafe.
The Internet Cafe is brought to you by Z Auction, the live online shopping experience. Additional funding from PC Connection and Mac Connection, the catalog and online superstore with PC and Mac products, toll-free technical support, and overnight delivery. And by Windows Magazine, delivering desktop, enterprise, and internet computing news, reviews, features, and how-tos for a Windows world, because the world runs on Windows. Additional funding from SoftSource Incorporated, publishers of Pro-One's Mathematics Tutor in a Box for school year 98-99, including 6 CDs and workbook.
So we're talking about personal web pages, and is it DeVries.com up there?
I did have my own web page. I did, and I'll tell you why I sort of let it decay and then finally gave up.
Yeah?
It's expensive to host your web page every week.
Come on.
It was expensive, and I ran out of things to say about myself.
Well, you are boring. That's
Right.
true.
No, I'm not boring. But, you know, you got to keep inventing.
You got to keep it going.
And I couldn't get anybody to come to it. Okay, so I said, you know what, I better wait.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, but I am looking for something cheaper. If there's a better way to do it,
All right.
I want to find it.
Jane?
I'm just thinking about that digital camera in the bedroom, but that's just a discussion we probably don't want to go. Me? No. Mm-mm.
No website.
I don't think
you
so.
Against it?
I'm not
You
that
don't want to tell your
interesting.
whole story to everybody?
I'm not that interesting. I mean, if I had
give yourself
like
some
this
credit.
thing, this
You need a
passion.
publicist.
Yeah, well, maybe you and I should talk.
Sure.
But
offline.
not even as a hobby. I mean,
No, I just don't have that. I just don't have anything interesting enough to talk
I
about.
tell you, you go to a party these days and everybody says, well, do you have your own web page, you know? And the answer actually right now for all three of us is no, except I have a business site, but not a personal one.
Doesn't count.
Well, maybe we'll change everybody's mind by the time we're done.
We're talking about building home pages online, and I have to say that I still think most of the stuff used to build web pages is too complicated for kind of the average person. I don't see my mom getting even a WYSIWYG HTML editor and actually doing something. Homestead.com sounds like it may be a solution to that. What do you guys offer?
Homestead is actually a free service, which what we like to think is provides the easiest way for people or groups to kind of create their own web communities or websites without having to learn anything about how to program HTML, you know, install any software or transfer any files.
All right, so at homestead.com, I can create my own web page. Do I need any software or anything like that?
It actually all works within the web browser itself. And, you know, basically all you have to do is log into the Homestead editor, and it actually brings up a Java application.
And I don't know this is coming down, it's sort of invisible
It's all sort of
and
behind
it
the
appears.
scenes. You just log in, and you don't need to know anything about the underlying technology.
Okay.
It brings up a Java editor
Right.
that allows you to go and drag and drop elements right onto what we call the stage.
Okay.
They're little canned elements from, you know, basic shapes all the way to a text editor to, you know, clip art, animations,
Backgrounds, all that.
all the way to a full-blown, you know, chat room and scrolling.
Oh, really?
marquee,
So
things
even
like
more
that.
advanced features like that. And I can put those on the page.
You can put them wherever you want. It's truly WYSIWYG. We allow, you know, overlapping, layering, and dropping and resizing things anywhere on the page.
What about if I have family vacation photos or something else? Can I somehow get those in there as well?
We offer the ability to actually import your own image. All you need to do is drag and drop our image importer, double click on that, and you know, if you've taken digital photos and things like that, you can basically drag and drop that right off from your computer right onto your web page.
Okay, and then how do I actually get them up onto the web?
That's the beauty of offering it actually as a service as opposed to, you know, an HTML editor, is that all you have to do is click on the publish button, and what it does is it generates all the HTML for you. You don't need to know anything about it. It sends it over to our server where we host it, and you know, basically with a click of a button, all the HTML is generated and put directly on the web.
And it's up.
And it's up.
Wow, it sounds pretty easy. Now you say this is a free service to create your page. What about to actually use that web storage and on the server? Is that
That's
a
also
charge?
all free.
Okay, well how are you guys making money? This sounds like too good to be true.
Actually, what we're planning on doing is by the end of the year also offering premium levels of service, you know, which we'll charge a subscription rate. Things for like small businesses where we'll offer like e-commerce type elements, things like maybe a family premium service where there'll be cooler elements, really cool animations, little games, things like that.
Okay, so that'll be kind of the incentive there. Now, tell me, what are some examples of people who are using this site and how are they using it?
We actually get a lot of people that, you know, some people say, you know, I never really wanted to get through all the hassles. I didn't think I had the ability to get through all the hassles of creating my own web page. And we also have a lot of people that, you know, felt like they never really had a good reason to create a web page. But now, because of the way Homestead's designed for groups and people to build web pages together, you can actually create a page and then invite people that join your Homestead, and collaborate and actually contribute to that page together because it's all online. You
Now
know?
that's pretty interesting. I don't think that's actually something you can really do too easily with other types of editors and things like that.
And so what we kind of see is that it's actually empowering these people. Instead of creating standard kind of static HTML pages, what they're doing is they're creating a lot of group homesteads, things for like little kids, little league teams with their schedules and, you know, some of the scores from their last games all the way to affinity groups like, you know, PTA clubs and all fraternities that have pictures of their big bash last week.
Right,
And so.
right. Well, great. Well, we'll have to check out the homesteaders at homestead.com.
For URLs of today's featured websites, check out the Internet Cafe site at cmptv.com.
So this is Michelle, and I've been looking at your website today, and it is very inventive, very clever. We're talking about personal home pages, and I wanted to ask you, I mean, it looks like a lot of time and effort and work went into your personal website. What motivated you to get into this in the first place?
I started about 1995, and it was just an experiment. There were very few home pages out then, and I just wanted to try my hand at the HTML and the graphics.
Uh-huh. And then what happened? I mean, you got into it. I mean, obviously, this became a big part of your life.
Well, I found that it was a great piece of turf for an individual to have, where you could combine your own graphics and your text to have your own freedom of expression.
Well, it seems more than that. I get the sense that this is an important part of your life. I mean, the way you get to express yourself on your website is important to you. It's not just graphics and text, but this has now become a part of your life. Is that true?
Yes, it is. I've met a lot of people through there, and it's as an artist, which I consider myself, it's very important to be, it's just another medium. It's an excellent medium to be able to use, and that people all over the world get to see it and communicate back. It's great for feedback.
Now, let me ask you, you have a section on there called, I think, the art of the personal homepage.
Right.
And what is your personal view? You've done a very good job with that. What is the art of a personal homepage? What people are thinking right now as they're watching this, well, yeah, I'm going to put up my webpage. What's a good one? What's a bad one? What's the difference?
Oh, for me, I like ones, I think, that have more meaning if you relate your personal experience of life, what you've gotten out of it, what you learned, what you haven't learned, if you just share that with other people.
Well, you've certainly done that. I mean, you have your diaries, your personal diaries up there. You've got, I think, a soul-searching section. I mean, we really get to know you better than a lot of people in the real world probably get to know you.
Yes.
Is that what it's about, you think? Or?
Well, yes, I feel like I have more anonymity, you know, than just expressing myself to one-on-one with somebody. The web, it provides a screen between you and other people, and so they only get to relate to you according to your words. And a lot of the prejudices and that type of thing are left out.
Now, you're doing, in fact, more than that, it seems to me. There's really a kind of woman's community. I mean, I had the feeling as a guy going onto your site that I was like overhearing a conversation of high school girls in the girls' room, you know, talking about stuff you don't ordinarily get to hear.
Right.
Is that part of the fun of what you're doing, too?
Yeah, there's, when I first started on the web, it was, I think, 85% male, and I was searching for females, what else they were doing. I was real curious. And I think there's so much that was male-oriented. I wanted something that told the female experience.
All right, now you've done something very clever, Michelle's of the web.
Yes.
You've got, is this literally all the people named Michelle that are up on the web?
Not everybody. I keep promoting. We're out to dominate the web. I got a campaign
the
for
Michelles.
that. Yes.
And you have fem.mass. What is that?
That's FemMass. It's the personal home pages of the female masses. I always hear people referred to as the masses, and I don't like that term at all. So I just wanted the females of the masses.
Okay.
And these are women who do express part of their lives on the home page.
Now, in terms of, once again, expressing part of your life, what does this do for you? I mean, how important has this become to you? Would you miss it if you didn't have this website life?
Oh, yeah. I've thought about shutting it down sometimes. But it's something about the sharing of yourself. Very important, and the sharing that you get back. I mean, it's like souls touching and then going. It's not like you always establish firm relationships or anything, but it's just touching, sharing.
Well, you've done a great job, Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
For URLs of today's featured websites, check out the Internet Cafe site at cmptv.com.
So, Will, you know, I'm pretty intimidated here. You've got a pretty cool website.
Yeah.
Now, what's it called?
GameFun.com.
And it's all about gaming.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you created the site all by yourself.
Yeah, and to help my friends.
Okay, so how many friends did you have working on this too?
Probably about 3 or so.
Okay, so there's 3 of you, and you've pretty much done a lot of the coding now for the site. Didn't you just change the site a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I remodeled it, and I changed like the overall look to it. I made new backgrounds and new graphics and a new home front page, and yeah, it looks a lot better.
And so, and you've got all these, you got different sections for different types of games. So you've got like Nintendo 64, and you've got PlayStation. What else do you have?
Super Nintendo, PCs.
So what kind of games would be there?
Like action, adventure, strategy.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
And so, now what else is at your site? I mean, do you just have games that you can download, or do you talk about the kind of games that you've got?
I have games that you can download, games that you can just play in your browser, like Java games.
Okay.
Reviews of games and previews.
So do you write the reviews of the games?
Yeah, pretty much. My friends help me a little bit, too.
And so, now, do you get a lot of emails from people who check out the site?
Yeah.
And so what kind of things do they say?
They say good things and a little bit of bad things.
Bad things? What kind of things do they not like?
Well, my site's a little bit on the slow side, and it takes a while to load the whole page.
So download time is. Are you going to do something to fix it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a high bandwidth page and a low bandwidth page.
Okay. So now, help me with this. Now, are you going to change the kind of browser that you're using? Is that a problem depending on the kind of user you've got? Or?
Yeah, because it looks a lot better on Microsoft Internet Explorer because I use front page.
Okay.
And I would like it to look a lot better on Netscape because a lot of people are using it.
So do you have to
nowadays.
sort of do some tweaking with the?
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
So what else would I find at the site?
You find graphics and pictures and background and a lot of cool stuff.
So I noticed you've got some rotating images there at the PlayStation and stuff like that. That was pretty cool.
Pictures.
I like that. And so now, do you have people posting emails to you, and like, do you have a message board or anything? Or?
Yeah, I'm trying to start one, but it's kind of hard to do.
So now, what do the kids in your school think about your site?
The kids in my school really like it, and I like it too. And I'm helping them making web pages, and they're helping me as well.
So you're learning, and they're learning, and everybody's kind of sharing? Does your teacher kind of go, wow?
Yeah, I actually made a web page for my class, and he helped me make it, and I helped him make it.
So do you think that helps you in school, doing all that stuff?
I put a lot of my projects at a web page and stuff, and yeah, I get good grades on that.
That's excellent. So now, do you also, do you plan to go anywhere with this website? Or
yeah, I'm thinking about just making it more of a little company and making advertisements and getting some money out of it.
Is that, so you're going to pay your way through school doing this, basically?
Yeah, probably.
Well, that sounds pretty neat. So, Will, what's next? I mean, how many hours a week do you spend on this site?
I work about an hour a day on weekdays, and then probably about 3 or so hours on the weekends.
Does it cut into playing outside, or?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Quite a bit, but I still have time for it.
So you have to work on that work-life balance thing,
Yeah.
I think, sounds like.
Well, the question everybody asks me about designing your personal home page is, what is the best software to use? Well, I'm going to duck the question and throw it over to Larry Maggott, our resident internet expert and LA Times syndicated columnist. What do you think? There's Microsoft Front Page, there's Claris Home Page, Adobe Page Mill. All the same, or does it really matter?
They're pretty similar. They all have what in common is, first of all, they're programs you have to buy. They're premium programs.
$100 or more.
Exactly. And you use them to really manage your entire website, not just edit pages, but to move pages over to your site, to really get the entire site coordinated. So they're kind of high-end programs for people who have a fairly large site that want to really keep it very much in sync.
And pretty much the same, maybe just your personal preference for the interface or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a look and feel issue. I mean, I like one better than the other, but it's a personal issue.
All right, there are freebies out there, though, right? You don't have to buy any of that stuff. You can go on to Netscape or IE or AOL and do this stuff for nothing.
That's right. You get AOL Press you can download.
Right.
IE comes with a really good editor, as does Netscape. They may not have a spell checker. You may have to separately upload your file, so you would use something like WFTP to upload it. But for a simple site that has just a few pages, you're going to do fine with one of those programs.
All right, final question I always get is, I'm working on my home page, and I don't know, should I go for graphics or should I go for speed? What's the best thing to do?
Keep your graphics small and simple. And if you can possibly figure out how to compress them in a really tight way, you're going to be able to do more with less by using JPEG or GIF and getting them tightly compressed. But remember, people are downloading with 28.8 modems or even 14.4.
And they want it to be fast.
And they want it to be fast, absolutely.
Larry, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
For URLs of today's featured websites, check out the Internet Cafe site at cmptv.com.
So Karen, you're a junior at Stanford.
Yes.
And you went online in your first year, and it was what, a couple of days after you...
Yep. Right after I got there, I was looking for some information on Phantom of the Opera because I've been writing a novel based on the story, and I just found a news group to find more information, and that got me started.
And you went from there, and we're actually talking about personal web pages. You've got I'd say it's more than a personal web page. You've got a pretty significant site going called shadowsong.com. And it's basically, what would you call it, a fan site? Or
it's more than that? It's a little of everything. It's certainly a fan site, but it's also, I also offer web design services, and I also maintain the official page for San Francisco's Phantom of the Opera, Frank D'Ambrosio.
Wow. And I bet he was really appreciative of being able to be online, too.
Yes, yes. It's a great way for his fans to meet and talk with the discussion board. And
so do you get a lot of emails back and forth from other fans about the site and that type of thing?
Oh, yes, I do. In fact, I actually run an email list for discussion of Phantom of the Opera, and yes, and of course I get a lot of comments on the site and on my novel.
Now, on the Phantom, is it a global phenomenon, or is it mostly in the U.S., or do you find you've got people all over?
All over the world. There are people, I mean, a large percentage are from the U.S., but there are also a lot of people in England where it started, and there are people in Australia, just everywhere you can possibly imagine.
What do you think it is about the Phantom that's so appealing?
I think it's the story. It's just, it's the most beautiful story about acceptance and about seeing beyond outward appearances to see the real person.
And so now, there's a lot of really interesting stuff about the Phantom at the site. You've also got the story. You're actually a writer. And
yes.
So you've written, you haven't completed the book yet, though, have you?
No, no. It's about halfway done or so, a little over halfway done.
So have you got any sort of date to get it finished?
No, I don't.
Sort of
I'm a very busy
book.
student, of course, as well as, of course, you know, designing sites for various people and things like that.
That's right. Now, so you started the site because of your love of the Phantom, and it started growing, as sites always have a tendency to do that, and now you're hosting the Phantom site, literally. And now you've started your own business, is that right?
Yes, I do. I offer web design services. Anybody who's interested.
How do you find time between school and the site itself, and then...
I'm just a very busy person. But I really enjoy all of it, so it's worth it.
Now, there was one area of the site which I got particularly attracted to, was a picture of the Phantom, and it looked surprisingly like Antonio Banderas. What's that all about?
That's right. We are protesting the proposed casting of Antonio Banderas as the Phantom in the upcoming movie, because basically a lot of fans feel that he's completely wrong for the role, that he lacks the experience in the role, and he lacks the operatic and musical theater training to
bring my wife's iPad to the bus stop.
And he's a bit of a hunk. I mean, he's not what you'd think of as the Phantom.
He's not. The Phantom is talented, and you
work,
love him
but
because he's
I have to go
himself
to
as a
work,
person.
but
You don't love him because
I'll watch this video.
he's handsome. In fact, he's not handsome. He's disfigured.
It seems kind of counterintuitive.
Exactly, exactly.
Now, when I think of the Phantom, I think of Michael Crawford, who I think is a phenomenal singer, and he's sort of the epitome of the Phantom. Are you pro Michael Crawford for the Phantom?
I mean, we would definitely support him. We feel there are a lot of problems with the whole idea of making a movie, but I mean, certainly, if they were willing to cast Michael Crawford, that would show that they have a commitment to making this a good movie and to truly being faithful to the musical on stage.
So any plans for the site? Any new things that you're going to be doing?
I'd like to add a few things to my personal page about my concern for the environment and animals, and I'm sure I'll be adding to my Phantom site as there are new developments, of course.
For sure. Well, it's a great site, shadowsong.com. Thanks a lot, Karen.
For URLs of today's featured websites, check out the Internet Cafe site at cmptv.com.
So we're talking about home pages tonight, and I've got the experts here, Vincent and Michael from Web Pages That Suck. Give me an example of some web pages that just really suck.
A good example is any page that has 7 or 8 animated images on it. Automatically that qualifies as a page that sucks.
Because it's too slow?
It's too slow. Most of the animated images you're probably going to see are either clip art or they've been stolen, and they add nothing to the site other than the fact that somebody's trying to say, I'm a pretty cool guy.
Okay. Unfortunately, a lot of the personal pages do just that.
Really?
Typically it's overkill.
It's just too much on the site.
Too much of everything.
Well, what is an example of criteria that people should follow for building their own personal page? Is there a few things they should sort of think about?
first thing is restraint. Do they actually need to have whatever they want to put on there? Do they need a 256K image of Aunt Emma on their page? Do they need a Java application running that says what time of day it is? Do they need, ask the big question, do I need to have this?
The actual site.
Well, do I need, well, even the actual site.
Right.
Do I need to have this element on my page? Will this make it better? And if the answer is no, get rid of it.
Okay, so you guys created web pages that suck.
That's loud. Games.
Fruit and Vegetables Orchestra. Timpani. Marimba.
Are you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go. Yeah. Meow.
by Mozart.
Oh. Mozart. No way. Now that's an animation. I hope everyone learned something. Hope everyone learned something. Okay. Bye-bye now.